So it is 7:30 on Sunday. I've not long got up, went to the bathroom, weighed myself, and I was 2:01.5, something around about that. So on Sundays I try to keep it the same. It's a rest day. It's somewhat of a work day. I can glare off that window. I should really get a better tripod to use in the kitchen. There we go, that's a bit better. Yeah, it's a rest day, it's work day. It's a day to spend with Lucy. So I'm gonna have some water now to actually rehydrate, get some fluids in me. I'm going to do my blood pressure. I usually do this on Wednesdays, but I forgot the other day. I try to do it at least once a week, just to have a good idea as to where things are. I find it really funny that now everyone has chased myself to get water in, because for a very long time I was rubbish with staying hydrated. Absolutely god awful. So I do have a little pill container that I use for everything, but it's just a bit easier doing a ramekin dish, especially the days when I'm in the house. Obviously the days when I'm out and about, I'll use my wee container. Just keeps everything where it needs to be, means I don't forget. But yeah, the days I'm at home are not fussed. So last week Brad put in Anavar, and then this week I pulled the HR Lab fat burner I was using. It's not because it's a bad product, it's actually a very good product. I just found it was kind of flaring up the histamine issue I have. So now I am doing 10 milligrams of yohimbine instead. I am splitting that throughout the day, and with Clen being in, Clen's a beta agonist, beta 2 I'm sure, yohimbine is an alpha, so it's kind of like, not to quote Scott Stevenson and John Jewett, but they both explained it in the same way, is that Clen's like pushing the foot down on fat loss, and yohimbine's like taking your foot off the gas, off the brake. So you're all gas, no brakes. So I'm just gonna sort my health supplements out now, so it's done. As I slowly sip on this water, I've been doing kind of system of elimination with my stomach now that this is the best week it's been in months. Last night was the first time I've went to bed without acid reflux, without a burning hole in my fucking throat. Big win. So sort this as I slowly drink out some water. I'm going to try to put half a scoop of Hydromax in today, because it is a phenomenal product. Lucy uses it. When I was using it, besides from the heartburn and stuff, the feeling of cramps is vastly less. It is one of those products that I want to be using, just for whatever reason my body says no. Right, so what do we have here? We've got chlorella tablets, which help with gallbladder, keeping my gallbladder and everything else just in a good spot, helps detoxify everything. I know your liver and gallbladder detoxify themselves, that is when they are in a good spot. My liver and gallbladder, with current issues, they are under stress. Glucosamine with corazine, I don't know how you pronounce that, and some turmeric. So a big fan of this product. There's a higher dose one. It's also got boron in it, which is interesting. But yeah, so I take 3 caps of this in the morning, 3 caps at night. In prep, I tend to slowly increase the supplementation I use for joints, because in every prep I have done since 2017, 2016, my joints get absolutely destroyed. So I find like just kind of doubling up on these things makes a big difference. 3 tabs in the morning of the fish oil. So in one serving, you're getting I can't do that maths in this early in the morning. I'll put it up here. You get 1,000 milligrams of purified fish oil, 3 milligram of total omega-3 fatty acid, so 20% of 200, whatever that is, EPA and DHA. So I'm doing 900 milligrams of that, and then just carry the ratios up. Someone can do the maths. I do a tab of magnesium, actually 2 tags of magnesium. Also do a tab of ginkgo. I find this is fantastic for memory and overall brain health. And I also do a tab of boron, which is 3 milligrams. There, so I did pause that because as I was getting the rest of the supplements up. So I do a tab, 2 tabs of Vit K2, great for heart health. I do 2 servings of 10,000 IU of Vit D3. I live in Scotland, we don't get much in terms of the sun. I find this helps with mood, overall health. 2 tabs of the digestive stack from Supplement Needs. This is on Dr. Dean's recommendation. Helps manage my stomach acid issue that I have. Also helps with the histamine issue I have. So a tab of astaxanthin, however you pronounce that. Again, great for heart health. It's antioxidant that is found in salmon. I do 2 tab of GABA. So I'm doing 1,500 milligram GABA. I do this morning and night. I have found GABA in connection with magnesium glycinate has really helped my cognitive function when I'm running train. Ironically, the past few weeks when I ran out of GABA, that's when my kind of brain fell at me. Serving a Support Max. So again, it covers a lot of things. You're taking NEC, citrus bergamot, 18HCl, Fudica, CoQ10, hawthorn berry, dandelion root. So it covers an amalgamation of things. Ashwagandha, serving of that. Shouldn't have to explain the reason for ashwagandha. I do 2 tabs of a liver cleanse product from Piping Rock. It's not the best thing you can get for liver. It just bumps everything else up that I already get in Support Max. So an extra 180 milligrams of dandelion, 400 milligrams of milk thistle, 120 of burdock artichoke, which is very, very good for you, 70 milligrams, and then I'm getting another 55 milligrams of NEC, and then 55 milligrams of trimethylene glycine and alpha lipic acid. So again, all good things. The one thing I also do is I do mushroom extracts. It's probably a bit different than your normal folks. So I do a combo of cordyceps and reishi and cordyceps. So I do a serving of each. I found in the off season particularly, it was fantastic with cognitive function. Allowed me to focus on everything I need to do. Serving of astragalus. Again, numerous benefits with astragalus. It covers everything. There's heart health, helps with keeping your immune system healthy, yada yada yada. turmeric, ubiquinol, resveratrol, and then the one I've not put in is my antihistamine. So again, on the recommendation of Mr. Dean, this just helps manage some of the issues I'm going through with the histamines, around the histamine issue. So it is a fair whack of products I use. Yes, it's a decent amount of supplements I take in the morning for like health subs. Do we spin? So that's everything I take just in the morning. That's all health subs, and then in this little cup, that is my Anavar for the day, Clown for the day, Yuhinbine for the day. Excuse my dirty counter. Anyway, so I'm just going to decant some of this stuff because I do tend to buy duplicates, so then I can just order stuff when I'm like closer to running out. One of my pet hates, especially if it's a product that I know like it's pivotal, like the GABA, is running out of it. When I notice a significant difference in either my health on an immediate sense, or my mental health, it just creates some, not anxiety, but it prompts me, I guess would be the better words, to make sure I don't run out. So that's boron and vitamin D3 topped up. Also just clear space in that bloody drawer cupboard. Right, so I'm going to make my coffee now, so it's done. And jump on the bike. Just prepping my fish. So I have been doing smoked fish, but upon some research, again, I'm very much like a dog with a bone when it comes to my bodybuilding. So when I figure out like how to fix an issue, I'll go full bore with it. So I am doing plain cod rather than smoked fish or smoked haddock. It doesn't taste as good, so I'm going to do a small amount of seasoning. I'm going to make a wee tub of it, and just do a teaspoon of each. So turmeric, which is essentially how you smoke fish, is turmeric. That's how it gets the yellow tinge. And then I'm going to do paprika and then cumin, and then put a little bit of salt in. Then put a little bit of salt and pepper, do a little stir, sprinkle over my cod and sprinkle over the cod, probably the chicken meals as well. As today is the no carb day. I did try film like a day in the life type thing the other day, but I just mentally I kind of checked out that day. That wasn't a good day. Pepper. And then we do have, I've used it, showed it on all the videos, this wee fantastic little thing. Again, Amazon, I think Riz the Engineer posts that he sells them on his site as well, but I don't think he created, personally I don't think he created it. So I need to top that up as well today. So, a wee bit of stir, I'll fire this on, it just kind of gets me ahead of the day. I checked the time after I'd done everything, that's it wise, and I've actually been a bit more productive this morning than I thought it'd be. Right, so a wee bit of a seasoning mix, and then just gentle sprinkle, and then oops, I do the same for the other two cod lines. Buy this. I'll do the same for the other two cod lines, and probably because there's a decent amount of that there, I'll do that for my chicken. Because I know I can handle turmeric, I know I can handle paprika, and I know I can handle cumin. And it's just a nice combo of the three. So fish setting at 18 minutes. Nice. So yeah, kitchen tidy. Dishes are done. I've updated my calorie tracker app chronometer with the exact amount, with the exact cream rice blends I use. So when I'm like fucking about with stuff, when my stomach goes haywire, I know exactly what's what. And put everything else back. Sorted. Another productive Sunday. Right, now it's 8:20. Now it's time to go to cardio and get on with the rest of my day. Right, so it's 5 to 1, 2, so that is 200 gram, 220 gram chicken, and about 110 grams of vegetables. So it's about 50 grams split between tomatoes, lettuce, and spinach, and then the other 50 grams is split between asparagus and green peas. I was doing broccoli, but it was put in my fiber amount too high, and it's kind of backing me up a bit. So we pulled the broccoli and swapped it for asparagus. I prefer broccoli. I don't like asparagus, but asparagus does have some nice properties when it comes to like being a natural diuretic. So somewhat getting more bang for my buck. I won't lie, this prep, I guess when I bought them from Flex to keep in the office, so using these wee plastic spoons. And it's a really bad habit I have because I try to eat all my meals and have as many drinks and stuff as I do. Get a bit of this here so I can have some water. From glass Tupperware. Again, it's just a bit healthier more than anything. But yeah, I'm seemingly using fucking plastic spoons whenever I can. So I needed to put an order in on Amazon for some bits. Where did the mouse go? There we go. So I need to get another type of Baiting. Lucy wanted some sugar-free chai syrup. I've ordered some Beanies coffee. And then I've ordered this thing for my phone, so when I'm filming and training, I can charge my phone at the same time, because when I plug the mic into the phone, it kills the battery. I do have a portable charger, but it's the one connection. It's a bit of a pain. So, rubber spoon. Fucking love Amazon. I'll find something, but yeah. So that's that. Meal 2 going down. Right, so we have not long got back from the coffee shop and then Sainsbury's. So I think we left around about 2:45. But that was a good chunk of my steps done. So I think I left with just under 1,000 being done, which is just me walking around the house. Walked down to get coffee. The coffee tasted good, but in terms of the strength, it was weaker than piss. I can never tell the difference, but Lucy can. So for whatever Lucy said, very, very weak. When we were walking up the road and come back, I felt like I was physically dragging my heels up the road. And when I've left the house and I've taken 5 milligrams of Himbine, 50 micrograms of Clen, along with doing some bits here on the YouTubes, and then had 2 coffees. Says a lot. If I'm tired, says a lot. Anyway, so I'm just fucking about here and re-uploading a video that was meant to be posted last week. So I'm posting my 5 weeks out back training video. Now I keep saying M, and then I'm gonna get into meal 3, which is obviously I've got Baiting Lipo Gold because there's fats in this meal. It's around about halfway through the day. It's usually my 3rd meal I try to have that 2nd dose of Tudka. and again, that's just it's to support my liver and gallbladder, just because the stomach acid, with it being in somewhat a weakened state, it won't be, essentially my liver and gallbladder are having to take over from what my stomach acid should be doing. So I really need to accept it. And a day like today, I can't multitask. Anyway, so I've got, there's a lovely meal there. So similar to the chicken meal I had earlier. So it's like 3 fillets of cod. I cut out the smoked haddock because one of the sources I've been reading online said smoked fish can upregulate histamine. And all these little changes I'm making, I'm seeing a drastic difference, which is nice, because if I can, as I said to Lucy there, if I can refrain from having to use more than 5 caps of bait in a meal, I'll be a very happy man. So that's me using 4 caps a meal. I was using 5, and then been toying around with stuff, and I've managed to boil it down to 4 yesterday and today. And bear in mind, a tub is 11 quid, 11 to 13 pounds, and a tub you get 120 caps. So if you're doing, I was doing 5 caps a day, 5 caps a meal, 4 meals a day, so that's 20 caps. So a tub would last me a week, just under a week. Obviously Dean had told me that he had gotten up to 10 in his past prep, which is fucking frightening. I would just make every meal fucking weigh if that was the case. Be cheaper. Anyway, so cod loin, and then put some turmeric, cumin, and smoked paprika. I think I spoke about this earlier this morning. But anyway, that's what is on the fish. Whether it tastes good or not, I don't know. I tend, especially with my fish meal, I'd like to kind of mash it up, so it's this mash of veg and fish. So, fish mash. And then I'm going to watch the rest of the Yellowstone, and then do some of this video editing and YouTube shite. Right, so I've got, what time is it? 9:30, so plenty of time to kind of get through everything. I've had my 4th meal. Lucy and I actually sat down to not share a meal, but have the same meal at the same time together, which is quite nice. Obviously we're both dieting, so that comes with its own challenges. The main one just actually finding time together, probably the trickiest one. Anyway, so I've got the last of the butcher meat to pack up, and then I'll just kind of take out what I need for tomorrow. So I did the chicken earlier, which was 5 kilos of chicken. I'm going to do the steak, and the steak mince. Nice and easy. Lucy has 2 steak meals, so I'll leave, I think it's 100 grams she has, so I'll leave around about 250 out for her, and then I'll bag the rest in the portions I use, which is 200 grams in the morning for breakfast. So nice and simple. The one thing I have done since I was coached by Luxando is a lot of the steak I get is flank steak. Over here the butchers call it shoulder steak. Don't ask me why, I'd assume it's from the shoulder of the cow. But I much prefer it, whether it's having it fresh in the morning or like if I'm having to prep it and have it in like a Tupperware tub later on in the day. It doesn't go weird, it maintains that, like, I guess the word probably would be like rawness. And like you can cook it pretty rare and it still tastes pretty good. You can cook it well done, it still tastes pretty good. I have my preferences depending when I'm having it. Like if I'm having it later on in the day, I'll do it more like a kind of cook it more just like beef rather than steak, although steak is beef. I'd cook it a bit more on the done side, whereas in the morning I like to cook it pretty rare. With that egg white meal I had this morning, it keeps the textures a bit different, and I find when food textures all become the same thing, like the meals I have on my rest day, they're all very, very similar. They're all kind of like this weird amalgamation of like a veg mash. So having something that requires a bit of a chew is quite nice. So I do kind of like do like a rough cut, just because it makes the mornings that bit easier. For a while I was dicing it all, but then there's days I want to cook it a bit more like on the meat, so then I can get a bit more rare. So I found kind of that sweet spot is these like rough cuts. So then all I have to do is bag it. Also saves a shit ton of time. I've actually done like 900 steps rather, just from walking around the flat, which is quite nice. So I've got another 1,600 steps to do, which is literally like walking the dog around the park. So I'm going to do this, and then do that. Come home, have my last meal, and then kind of upload everything I need for this video, so then I can post it this week, because I've been kind of like, I feel like I've been slacking a bit in the turnout of videos. Like posting 5 weeks out, like everything's a week in lay. So like you see the 4 week out video when it's 3 weeks, you see the 5 week out video when it's 4 weeks. And in the past I've always tried to like force myself to like have this like super quick turnaround. But doing it in the way I've been doing it is a bit less stressful.